To make the most of life, we can't undervalue the importance of sleep. That's why I want to tell you about a fantastic podcast called Get Sleepy. It helps you fall asleep with original stories and meditations. They're captivating enough to grasp your attention and pull you away from your day-to-day problems, yet so incredibly relaxing that you'll have no choice but to fall asleep. There are hundreds of episodes, so you're bound to find something you love and get a good night's rest. Search for Get Sleepy wherever you listen to podcasts, or go to getsleepy.com. This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 2217. Exercising to Attain a Perfect Body, a Futile Effort, by Nancy Clark of nancyclarkrd.com. And I'm Dr. Neil, your host and narrator. Hi there, and welcome to another Tuesday edition of Optimal Health Daily. This is one of many podcasts where we read to you from blogs for free, so that you don't have to read them yourself, except on Fridays. That's where I usually answer your questions. Now, to check out our other shows where we read articles to you, just search for Optimal Living Daily wherever you're hearing this. But with that, let's get right to it and start optimizing your life. Exercising to Attain a Perfect Body, a Futile Effort, by Nancy Clark of nancyclarkrd.com. Body size, looks, and weight are concerns for many athletes. Some athletes have to be light for a specific weight class, like rowing, wrestling, or mixed martial arts. Others want to be lighter because the culture surrounding their sport demands a svelte physique, like ballet, gymnastics, or figure skating. Some seek the optimal power-to-weight ratio, like in running, cycling, or cross-country skiing. Each sport comes with its own diet culture, and all too often, athletes end up unhappy with their weight, body fatness, and physiques. The standard solution? Exercise harder to shed pounds and attain the perfect body. The problem is, exercise is better known for helping to maintain fat loss than for contributing to fat loss itself. Reducing body fatness depends more on reducing food intake than on increasing exercise. As you likely know, the more you exercise, the hungrier you get, and the more you eat. If you are an already lean athlete who undereats, your body will protect itself from wasting away by conserving energy the rest of the day. That is, after a hard workout, you might subconsciously choose to do desk work instead of run errands. So now I pose this question to you. If exercise had no impact on your body weight or appearance, would you change how much you currently exercise? Performance versus image. Dedicated athletes will likely answer, no change. They follow a training program geared toward achieving a specific performance goal. Collegiate athletes at the Division I level have little choice in how much exercise they do. They have to perform, especially if they have a scholarship. Athletes in sports that demand bodies that are lighter in weight would likely encourage their athletes to eat a little less instead of increasing their cardio. Fitness exercisers might only perform workouts they truly enjoy. Compulsive exercisers with a high drive for thinness, which can include any of the athletes I mentioned, may want to take more rest days, stop getting up at 4:30 every morning to do a killer workout, or do fewer double workouts. But anxiety about getting fat would undoubtedly force them to relentlessly exercise hard, day after day, to burn off calories and quote-unquote look good. Is lighter better? Most athletes believe they will perform better if they drop a few pounds. While this may be true for someone who has excess fat to lose, the lose weight at any cost struggle is more likely to hurt performance than enhance it. Just how well do you actually perform when you're hungry and depleted? A study conducted in elite female swimmers indicated those who restricted calories during a 12-week training session ended up 10% slower in 12 weeks, while their well-fueled teammates improved by 8%. The food restriction did not even result in fat loss, despite eating about 700 calories less per day than their teammates. They averaged 22% body fat. The non-dieting swimmers averaged 19%. So how can that be? Fat loss is not mathematical. The 500 calorie a day reduction to lose 1 pound of fat per week belief has proven to be untrue. The body is complicated. Bodies are supposed to vary. They naturally come in different sizes and shapes. The problem with restricting food. Unfortunately, restricting food to be thinner at any cost to hit a target weight or a desired look will sooner or later come with the high price of poorer performance, injuries, or poor mental health. Restricting calories to sustain a weight that is too low means restricting the vitamins, minerals, proteins, carbs, and fats that you need to refuel, replenish, and restore your body. When you go on a diet, your bones also go on a diet and they lose density. After repeated weeks and months of malnutrition, the body will inevitably break down, with stress fractures and overuse injuries taking a toll. Tips for compulsive exercisers. Compulsive exercisers push themselves day after day to burn off calories. No rest days allowed. Some compulsive exercisers assert they love their relentless exercise program. Yes, they may love the endorphins that contribute to the post-exercise high. They love when people compliment their leanness. They love the sense of accomplishment that comes from exercising for X number of days in a row, and love the sense of control that comes from completing the killer workout. But do they love feeling driven to burn off calories? Do they love feeling hungry, tired, and easily irritated most of the time? Are their relationships suffering? If you are asking your body to exercise, you want to make sure it's adequately fueled. You should not feel dizzy, lightheaded, confused, or excessively fatigued at the start, middle, or end of a workout. That body should not be exercising. It's in a bad place. Enjoyment should be the foundation of any exercise routine. Otherwise, you'll have trouble staying on track. When exercise is a should, not a want to, it becomes akin to punishment, particularly for those who believe they have to exercise to manage their weight. You could just as easily lose weight by eating less as opposed to exercising more. Note, you don't even have to exercise to lose weight. Patients in a hospital tend to lose weight, and they're not exercising at all. If you find yourself exercising compulsively, please start paying attention to the thoughts and emotions that drive your movement. Look not at what you did, but why you did it. Did you depend on killer workouts to manipulate your emotions, reduce anxiety, and run away from loneliness? If yes, a sports psychologist could be helpful. Concluding thoughts. Weight is more than a matter of willpower. We all come in assorted sizes and shapes. No one size or shape is quote-unquote best. Is it time for a cultural change so we could focus more on athleticism and performance and less on body looks and weight? At the elite level, weight class or weight-centric athletes get stuck between a rock and a hard place. White-knuckling a restrictive diet comes with a high mental and physical cost. While the lighter athlete might be able to set personal records for a season or two because they had been training in a heavier body, unhappiness and injuries inevitably will take a toll if the athlete tries to maintain racing weight all year long. A registered dietitian, or RD, who specializes in sports nutrition can help athletes figure out appropriate weight goals and fueling strategies so they can reach their performance goals. The lightest athlete may not be the best or happiest athlete after all. You just listened to the post titled, Exercising to Attain a Perfect Body, a Futile Effort by Nancy Clark of nancyclarkrd.com. Keeping your body in shape is important, but it's also important to keep your mind sharp. It's time to level up your focus with Word Collect. Word Collect is my new favorite game. It's a free word puzzle app that starts easy but gets harder as you get better, with over 2,000 levels. Challenge yourself with this fun and addicting brain game that will help keep your mind sharp and grow your vocabulary. Right now, Word Collect is offering you 2,500 coins and 500 gems when you download and play, and I recommend you take them. Even with all the reading I do here on OHD, I've needed the help a few times on Word Collect. This game is as challenging as it is fun. Stop mindlessly scrolling through social media and keep your mind sharp. Just go to the Apple or Google store and search for Word Collect. So, if you're like me and want to get fit with your mind and body, download Word Collect for free today. Dr. Neal here for my commentary. Today's author, Nancy, a fellow registered dietitian, mentioned that restricting calories to sustain a weight that's too low can also mean missing out on other nutrients like vitamins and minerals that you of course need to refuel and restore your body. And in fact, That's just what I found with a study I conducted. I mentioned this in my commentary yesterday, but basically, I randomly assigned people to one of two diets, a low-carb diet or a high-carb, high-fiber diet. I then followed them for a year to see which group lost the most weight. I found that those who were most able to stick to their assigned diets lost the most weight. So that means it didn't matter whether they were high-carb, high-fiber, or low-carb. Whether they liked the diet was most important. I found something else though. When I looked at the quality of the diets, because both of them were so restrictive, I found that they both were missing some important vitamins and minerals. So like I said in yesterday's commentary, a balanced diet that can be followed over the long term may be the most effective when it comes to successful weight management. All right, that'll do it for today. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being a subscriber of the show. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.